Sibile, you caught up with Curtis Sliwa, founder of the Guardian Angels, now I suspect trying to do a little cleanup work on what some are calling de Blasio's mess. What do you got?
Curtis Sliwa is famous in New York for being a guardian angel for over 30 years. He and his team patrol the New York City subways, try to keep it safe from criminals and predators, and conduct citizens' arrests. But on Tuesday, Curtis made headlines because he was trying to serve Mayor de Blasio a lawsuit regarding the upcoming mayoral elections.
What's the mayor afraid of? Come on, de Blasio.
I caught up with Curtis after he was arrested and released and asked him about that experience.
To play devil's advocate, were you provoking the mayor?
No, I was not provoking the mayor because, first off, I'm the chairman of the New York State Reform Party. He knows that.
One of the other hats that Curtis wears, in addition to being a guardian angel, he's also the state's Reform Party chairman. And he had asked before Mayor de Blasio showed up at Gracie Mansion, he asked, is it okay for me to serve the mayor some papers? He said that he was given
security.
He has security. Yeah. He was given permission, and he was standing there outside the SUV waiting for Mayor de Blasio to serve him the papers personally. He said that he was ordered by a judge to do so.
But he saw it was me. He said no. And so I blocked the SUVs, you know, like the Chinese student in Tiananmen Square. And that's when the cops dragged me off, and instead of serving the papers, they gave me silver bracelets, locked me up, and brought me over to the 19th precinct.
Curtis was charged with disorderly conduct, but he was released a couple hours later. He said they were looking for something on him, but they could find absolutely nothing.
Well, he doesn't carry weapons. That's the whole thing. Yeah, exactly.
So when it comes to the lawsuit, I asked Curtis to explain it to me a little bit.
The mayor is upset with one of our candidates, Sal Albanese, because he's also challenging him in the Democratic primary. So he moved through the Board of Election to knock out our mayoral candidate, Sal Albanese. So what we said is, wait a sec, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You knock out our guy, we're knocking you out because you're also on the Working Family Party's line. And I was ordered by a New York State Supreme Court judge in Staten Island to personally serve the mayor.
I also asked Curtis about New York City subway, because obviously Governor Cuomo has declared a state of emergency for the system. I asked him, what do you think about that?
Both the governor and the mayor are missing in action. You don't see them riding the subway. They basically abandoned ship. The subway service is getting worse. More homeless people, more emotionally disturbed, more service delays, more track fires.
The other day, the mayor actually did ride the subway, and it landed him in another scandal because apparently there were reports that he called NYPD and made sure that there were no homeless people there for his ride.
And if you're going to clean it up for the city and the residents. Don't just clean up a car so you can be convenient.
Curtis Sliwa has been arrested 76 times. This was his 77th. So anybody want to follow, his journey?
Go get him, Curtis.